not sure if I've actually had you guys listen to this exhaust leak before, but you can hear it like immediately. Here we go. You can kind of hear it like there's a very tinny sort of airy sound coming from the engine right now. New setup. That's hot. I love it. Where's the old one? You didn't throw it in the trash. Oh, it's just that ugly. Check this out, boys. That's how we were driving, apparently. It's a little fudged. I want to know what power it was making.
About 85 horsepower.
85 horsepower plus a little if you know, on a good day. Guess we'll see what we can make on this with that, the new turbo, and a Link ECU. If I'm going to be competing, then the 240 needs to be competitive. If you guys missed last video by chance, we basically did everything suspension, body related possible to the car to make it more competitive for the year. We've got a couple things that we are going to be doing this video that I'm particularly excited about. First off, the main thing that's super important for race cars is you want to have a good ECU. We've got a Link G4X for my SR20 S13, and I'm super excited about it. I've used Link for a few cars. This car I think is the only car in the garage at the moment that's on Link. The tuning software is super easy to use. There's tons of features. So Link is the bomb. So big shout out to Link. That's gonna enable tuning, but you can't really do much with tuning if you got exhaust leaks and a crappy turbo. In order to keep this car in a certain class restriction, I got myself the largest OEM turbo I could get, and that is the OEM Garrett S15 turbo. So the thing about the street legal comp series is my 200 horsepower Nissan is now put into the same classes as a C6 Z06. It's kind of like a, like, is that really fair? But I guess it's just, you know, rules are rules. I've got to remain competitive at least in some sort. And I don't want to make big power with my SR just because I don't really think SRs are really designed for that. But they're really good stock. I've actually really enjoyed my SR. So I think the thing that's going to enable me the most is getting the OEM Nissan S15 T28 turbo. We've got the stock manifold. It'll fit on the stock manifold. The nice thing is like they're all pretty much interchangeable. I think there's like super minimal differences. I don't really think there's really much fab. So anyways, we're gonna be going to Trackstar Motorworks today. They're gonna be doing the turbo swap for me, the Link ECU install. There are some things, by the way, for the install on the Link that I might have them touch on and fill in for the video. Oh, and I think I'll be able to swing it for now, but power steering pump went out at the last event that I did, which I don't even know if I made a video about. I haven't been actually uploading videos of me driving because people won't even believe me that I drive, but I do. Promise. Before we continue with this video, I want to give a big thank you to today's video sponsor, and that is Helix Sleep. A lot of you guys might know who Helix Sleep is because they've been a big supporter of the channel for a long time, but if you don't, Helix Sleep is an amazing brand that sells incredibly cozy mattresses, and what makes them super special is they cater a mattress based on your needs. So you'll take a quiz, a few questions, simple questionnaire, height, weight, how you sleep, back sleeper, side sleeper, stomach sleeper, and they will give you a mattress based on what you actually need, because believe it or not, everybody's sleep is different. And once you get the mattress, it is shipped to your door for free if you are in the USA. That's crazy. It shows up in a box, it's rolled up, and I don't know how they do it, but you open up the bag, the mattress inflates. We had some pretty nice mattresses before, like name brand stuff, but this Helix brand is 10 times better. And I've actually heard that from you guys as well, so thank you for your feedback. But they have mattresses of all shapes and sizes. We've slept on the Moonlight Luxe for a very long time, I think 3 years now. They actually have kids beds. Our daughter has a Helix. We have Helix in our guest room. They have a 100-night sleep trial, where if you don't like it, you can send it back. They cover the charge, you get your money back, guaranteed. Also, they have flexible payment plans. So if it's not in the budget at the moment, they offer payment plans and a 10-year warranty. Last thing, for this month and this month only, it ends at the end of April, they're doing 25% off mattresses. They've never done that before. So if you use my code, or if you go to the link that I have for you in the description, that's helixsleep.com/EvanShanks. You guys can save 25% off your purchase. That's huge. That's the biggest sale that they've ever done in the history of me working with them, and I've worked with them for a very long time. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of that sale. Just go to the link that I've got for you in the description and save yourself a whole lot of money. Thank you so much to Helix Sleep for sponsoring, guys. Seriously, if your sleep department has been slacking lately, I recommend you try Helix because you need to sleep better. Let's get on to the video. All right, let's hear it, baby. S15 turbo. Dude, there were so many things messed up. I don't know how I drove this car for a season, but I did. But yeah, Ethan has made it tremendously better. You wanna give me a start? Dude, it was so loud. I've never heard this car not sound like a B. And it actually has probably an exhaust note now. Yeah, you can hear the exhaust. What? What? Not one time have I even heard the turbo spool.
It makes a whole lot of fan noises too, but there are turbo sounds.
Well, I'm gonna take it for a little rip and see how she is. She's still on stock ECU. We were having an interesting so like I don't think it's Link's problem, but like the engine was not the engine that we thought. It's not actually a red top, it's a black top. The harness is not for a black top, and we just have a lot of different things going on. It's so amazing not hearing stupid noises. All right, let's go. Do it again?
Yes, sir.
Hey, bars look good.
Yeah, we can turn it up a lot more though. It's not even 10 pounds of boost right now.
Oh, really? Hell yeah. Let me just do a quick rip and see. Oh yeah, that's way better. That's good, yeah. Dude, hell yeah. This is awesome because I have not one single time driven this car with any sort of power, which is to me about moderately impressive. I'm kind of happy for myself. I'm super stoked, man. It'll be nice to see this little pink thing swinging on the track tomorrow. It'll be nice to just have a good time and make some power. This track at Texas Motor Speedway is really big. It'll probably be a third gear track for this car, which is kind of saying a lot because these KA trans, like the transmissions in these cars, like they're big. I'll get to the track tomorrow, dial in a little bit. I've been practicing on my sim, you know, to make sure that I'm not looking like a goof. But man, just a big thank you to Ethan at Trackstar because he got it done right. We will address the link thing here soon because this thing absolutely could use a real tune, add some timing into it, you know, stuff like that, because dyno tuning is considerably better. But we'll have a link there pretty soon. I'm about to actually bolt that up so it doesn't move around, but I'm excited. So this new turbo is amazing, and it honestly has it's completely changed the car around. How I drifted on 100-something horsepower for the whole season without realizing it, I don't know. Here's the kind of the crappy thing. So a day after, so we kind of were on super crunch time. Trackstar was hauling ass getting this turbo set up on the car, and everything's amazing, right? One thing I didn't consider was these tires that I was using, I was kind of gripping up on with 100 horsepower. I now have 300 to 350. With 3 times the power, I need 3 times the grip. And especially since I've put so much time into my sim lately, and I know Texas Motor Speedway, I went full tilt without actually doing a e-brake entry or a soft lap. In my first entry, I was like, oh, I have no rear grip. I only did about 4 or 5 laps at Fuel Fest, which really sucks because it was a really expensive event to make it to. And there was a person there that was offered tire changes, but he didn't know how to put Accelera 651s on my 3-piece wheels. So that was a bummer. Didn't get to drive much. This weekend, for me, is my first competition. I need grip. I've learned to drive super aggressively because of my sim, and well, especially because I had no power. I've just been foot to the floor the whole time. So it's definitely one of those things that's like, it looks embarrassing, but it's like, because I know for sure that I would have been fine if my tires were ripping, it would have been great. But unfortunately, yeah, these HPIs are not made for high horsepower and grip. We actually put them down to 10 PSI and I still could not grip because I also was just foot to the floor, trying to drive like a maniac. I was like, you know, if it's either full send or nothing, you know what I mean? Okay. Anyways, I'm going a little crazy here, but a big thank you to Trackstar. We'll get the Link ECU installed here soon, but we just didn't have enough time to fiddle with it, because when you get a standalone, you got a bunch of inputs to change, and we were just like really pressed for time. The car was done at 8 p.m. the night before the event, so just couldn't get that done, unfortunately. Next move, Accelera 651s. We're gonna be gripping. I'm super excited, but I've got my first event. I'm ready to see how I do. I've never competed, so we'll see how it goes. You know, my advice for you guys today is you are not defined by what people put in your head. You are in charge of proving to yourself what you believe about yourself. A lot of people will be naysayers and they won't believe in you in your life. Believe me, like, listen guys, people told me in high school and even in college that there was no way to make YouTube a viable living. But people won't see your vision. I've talked about that before. It's not, don't go through life trying to prove people wrong, but just focus on proving yourself right. For stuff like this, I knew I could drive. I just had to take care of my anxiety first. But you know, that's just one thing out of many things that I wanna use it as an example. But like, guys, prove yourself right. Make that a priority. If you make it about proving others wrong, you're gonna end up doing it for the wrong reason. Prove yourself right. It's up to you to do that. And you're going to have people that tell you you can't do it, you're not capable of doing it. But you know what? Do it. Do it anyways. Don't do it out of spite. Just do it because you know you can. Have an amazing day. See you guys next video. Peace.